So it's important to recognize the problems and concerns that require professional help and expertise, and resource a mentee with the appropriate types of counseling. And this might be achieved in a number of ways. You may consult a trained pastor or a professional in the field, but it's important for us to know as mentors when we are in over our head and a mentee needs professional help. So there are some telltale signs that a young adult is in trouble and in need of professional help. So let's just review a few of those. The first thing you want to look for is signs of depression. Is your mentee withdrawn? Is that person bummed out most of the time? Are they crying? Are they quiet, kind of despondent? Are they physically drained, emotionally unstable? Depression is usually marked by hopelessness, just an overwhelming feeling of sadness and powerlessness. Now, suicidal thoughts can emerge after long bouts of depression, in which case a mentee needs to get professional help. So look also for some signs of abuse. Self-abuse and cutting. Self-injurious behaviors often reflect a young person's misguided attempt to relieve a deep sense of inner pain and conflict. Young adults who injure themselves are not necessarily trying to commit suicide, though they are likely to suffer from depression. Look for signs of sexual addiction. Young adults today live in a pornified world where they are literally bombarded with highly charged sexual images from every angle. A young adult acting out sexually can quickly get caught up in a deadly cycle of shame and guilt, self-pity, and it literally takes over their lives. Look for signs of anger. Sexual immorality and anger are often joined at the hip. Also, try to detect a tone of defeat in their voice, subtle hints of shame and internal strife. You may just have to boldly ask them. Say, hey, I sense something's wrong here. Are you struggling to remain sexually pure? Is there any way I can help support you? Are there any strategies that we can develop to help you overcome that issue? Not all sexual issues require professional expertise, but some most definitely do. Look for signs of emotional distress from past wounds. If a young adult is unable to get past the past, it may be time to see a counselor who specializes in resolving past issues. Focusing too much on past issues is unhealthy, it's counterproductive, and it may hinder the mentoring relationship. So if at any time you find that your discussions are derailed with too much focus on past wounds and past issues, then try to get them help. Well, there are a myriad of other issues that I'm sure we could address. We won't get into all of them, but I think you have an idea of what to look for. The idea is to mentor a young adult through the process of identifying these issues, setting goals to resolve them, and finding them appropriate professional help.